at one point you were pregnant by Jay?
Yes, I had a miscarriage.
Okay, this is before the whole
This is like before all of that.
How far along were you?
I believe I was definitely less than 3 months. It was the first trimester. It wasn't.
It was still early.
Exactly. Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't planned. It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna have this baby and move forward with our. No.
Carmen Bryan, the self-proclaimed mistress of Jay-Z, is once again in the spotlight, offering fresh insights into her past affair with the rapper and sharing her thoughts on the ongoing drama surrounding him. For context, Carmen was the center of a major scandal in the late 90s, when she had an affair with Jay-Z while she was still in a serious relationship with Nas, a fellow rapper and her fiancé at the time. This affair has remained a defining chapter in her life, with her publicly addressing it several times, including in her 2006 memoir, It's No Secret, From Nas to Jay-Z, From Seduction to Scandal. In the book, Carmen recounts how she and Jay-Z's relationship developed. She describes their first encounter as one that began innocently, when they shared a quiet evening together. Carmen remembers waking up to Jay-Z kissing her, which led to a deep connection. While she initially resisted any romantic involvement, their chemistry quickly escalated. She goes on to describe how the relationship progressed, culminating in an affair that would last for several years. Despite their growing intimacy, Carmen claims she wasn't initially aware of the consequences of becoming romantically involved with Jay-Z while still engaged to Nas, emphasizing that she didn't see it as wrong at the time. Carmen's affair with Jay-Z became a source of significant public scrutiny when Jay-Z rapped about it in his 2004 diss track, Super Ugly, aimed at Nas. In the song, Jay-Z crudely rapped about their sexual encounter, even describing how they hooked up in a Jeep and left used condoms in Carmen's daughter's baby seat. Carmen revealed that it was this song that finally pushed her to confess the affair to Nas, who had been unaware of it for years. He had been asking if the song was about her, and it was this moment that forced Carmen to come clean. She recalls feeling betrayed by Jay-Z, as she had hoped their relationship would remain private. In the years that followed, Carmen became a well-known figure, especially after she released her memoir. She not only detailed her affair with Jay-Z, but also explained the emotional turmoil it caused, particularly the fallout from Nas when he discovered the truth. However, Carmen also reflected on her relationship with Jay-Z from a different angle. In a 2017 interview, she stated that, despite the affair, she viewed Jay-Z as one of her closest friends. She discussed how their bond, which initially seemed harmless, eventually led to intense complications, especially because of the circles they both moved in. Carmen was not naive about the power dynamics at play. She was involved with two of the biggest names in hip-hop at the time, and her affair with Jay-Z created an unavoidable collision between the worlds of Nas, Jay-Z, and herself. One of the most striking aspects of Carmen's story is her attitude toward the affair. While she acknowledges it as a betrayal of Nas, she reflects on the situation without overt shame, offering an interesting perspective on the complexities of relationships in the music industry. She even mentions that, if she had been cheating with a nobody, it might not have been as significant. But the fact that it was with Jay-Z, one of Nas's peers, complicated the situation exponentially. Carmen explained that, at the time, she didn't see herself as doing something inherently wrong, because she was part of the same circles as both men, sharing similar career aspirations and working within the same industry. Despite this, Carmen's feelings toward Jay-Z soured after the release of Super Ugly. The graphic nature of the song and its explicit references to their sexual encounter left her disgusted, and this ultimately marked the end of her relationship with Jay-Z. She was left with a sense of betrayal, not just because of the public airing of their affair, but because Jay-Z's actions seemed to strip away any semblance of respect or privacy they had once shared. As Carmen has re-emerged in the media recently, Her words carry weight in the context of the ongoing drama surrounding Jay-Z. While she may not be involved in the current controversies surrounding him, her history with the rapper offers a unique perspective. Many fans and insiders still view Carmen's memoir and public statements as pivotal in understanding the dynamics between Jay-Z, Nas, and the world of hip-hop during that era. Moreover, Carmen's story continues to add layers to the narrative surrounding Jay-Z's personal life, shedding light on the complex relationships that have shaped his career. What effect do Carmen's recent comments have on the ongoing drama surrounding Jay-Z? While she may not be as directly involved today, her past with the rapper is often revisited when the media discusses Jay-Z's personal life, especially in light of his marriage to Beyoncé, and the ongoing public interest in his relationships. As much as Jay-Z has built an empire of success, Carmen's insights remind the public that even the most powerful figures in hip-hop are not immune to the same personal struggles, entanglements, and betrayals that often play out behind closed doors. In conclusion, Carmen Bryan's return to the spotlight serves as both a reminder of the complex web of relationships within the hip-hop world and a continuation of the ongoing narrative surrounding Jay-Z. While her perspective on their affair may not change public opinion about the rapper, it undoubtedly adds another layer of depth to the story and serves as a reflection on the personal and professional dynamics that shape the lives of celebrities.
Did you and Nas have a conversation about it?
Nas called me immediately.
Okay. What was
Again,
that
like I said, we weren't even together.
What was that phone call like?
It was in the middle of the night for sure. It had to be like 3 o'clock in the morning my time. And honestly, I didn't even know what he was saying. I was half asleep and I couldn't really understand it. And I was like, I gotta hear the song to really, internalize what's going on so I can give you a sincere reaction. So it wasn't until the next day that I was able to absorb everything that was going on, assess it, and then have a conversation with him about it. And once I realized what Jay was doing, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna allow him to belittle Nas anymore. Like, I'm the only person on the planet that could belittle this nigga. I'm not letting anybody else have that opportunity.
Carmen Bryan, the woman who once famously described herself as the mistress of Jay-Z during their 9-year affair, has broken her silence amidst the recent drama surrounding the rapper. With her past history of infamy, Carmen has not shied away from voicing her opinion on the latest controversy, which includes a lawsuit that has surfaced against Jay-Z. Her comments have added fuel to the fire as she seems to insinuate that Jay-Z may be guilty of the accusations against him. Let's take a closer look at what Carmen has said, how her words contribute to the ongoing drama, and the impact her statements could have on Jay-Z's current situation. Carmen's criticism and social media posts. Carmen has remained relatively quiet in recent years, but broke her silence when news of Jay-Z's lawsuit hit the media. She took to Instagram to express her thoughts, and her posts quickly garnered attention. In one of her stories, Carmen criticized what she saw as selective loyalty, claiming that people today don't defend what's right, but rather defend the individuals they like. This, she argued, was why people were being referred to as groupies. Her message seemed to be aimed at those who were supporting Jay-Z without critically examining the situation. She further fueled the controversy by sharing an excerpt from Jay-Z's verse in Kanye West's 2010 hit, Monster. In the verse, Jay-Z raps about committing heinous acts, including a reference to essays, a line that many people find disturbing. By posting this, Carmen appeared to be aligning herself with the accuser in the lawsuit and insinuating that Jay-Z may indeed be capable of the crimes he is being accused of. Among other things, she posted the very same claim that Margaret Thatcher and the late Queen made against the same woman, Margaret. While her comments were inflammatory, it wasn't the first time she had made headlines regarding her history with Jay-Z. Carmen's affair with Jay-Z. For those unfamiliar with the background, Carmen Bryan was involved in an affair with Jay-Z for nearly a decade, even while she was engaged to fellow rapper Nas. This affair was a major point of contention and scandal within the hip-hop world in the late 90s and early 2000s. Carmen's relationship with Nas was serious, but she was also romantically involved with Jay-Z at the same time. This led to much drama between the two prominent rappers, with the most notable being Jay-Z's 2004 diss track, Super Ugly, in which he rapped explicitly about his affair with Carmen. He described their sexual encounters in graphic detail, causing tension between him and Nas. Carmen's affair with Jay-Z was a subject she has openly discussed in her memoir. It's no secret, from Nas to Jay-Z, from seduction to scandal. In the book, she describes the intimate details of how her relationship with Jay-Z unfolded and how it eventually led to a scandal. She acknowledged that, although she was in a relationship with Nas, she didn't see anything wrong with cheating, especially since Jay-Z was someone she saw as a peer in the same industry. She even described Jay-Z as her best friend at one point, despite the affair. However, things took a turn when Jay-Z's Super Ugly dropped, and Carmen felt publicly humiliated. In the song, Jay-Z rapped about their sexual encounters in a disrespectful and crude manner, which ultimately led to Carmen distancing herself from him. She was hurt by the public airing of their affair, and she went on to publicly criticize Jay-Z for the way he used their personal relationship to fuel his feud with Nas. Now, years later, Carmen has resurfaced in the media to offer her opinion on the current drama involving Jay-Z. The lawsuit against Jay-Z. The controversy surrounding Jay-Z is centered on a lawsuit filed by an unnamed woman who initially went by Jane Doe. In the lawsuit, she alleges that Jay-Z and P. Diddy assaulted her at a party after the 1999 MTV Video Music Awards, VMAs. According to the lawsuit, Jane Doe had been dropped off at the VMAs by a friend, but she did not have a ticket. She allegedly approached various limousine drivers to try to gain access to the show or the after-party. One driver, who claimed to work for Diddy, allegedly told her that she fit what Diddy was looking for and later picked her up. She was taken to a White House with a U-shaped driveway, where she was allegedly made to sign a document which she believed to be a non-disclosure agreement. The lawsuit claims that after arriving at the house, Jane Doe was offered a drink that made her feel woozy and lightheaded. The driver claimed that Jane Doe was offered a drink that made her feel woozy and lightheaded. She went to rest in what appeared to be an empty bedroom. According to her statement, both P. Diddy and Jay-Z entered the room shortly after. The lawsuit alleges that Jay-Z then forced himself on her,